Reuters, Ivan Alvarado. Since 2007, the Ballon d'Or has been football's most predictable competition. Just checking whether either of Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo won the Champions League with their teams was enough to determine who would take the trophy home a few months later. None of them managed to win the Champions League. No problem. In this case, finding out who between the pair had the better goal-scoring record guaranteed you couldn't go wrong in your prediction. It's obviously a simplification, but this very easy algorithm's been in use for 10 years since AC Milan's Kaka claimed the Ballon d'Or in 2007. A decade of dominance has resulted in both Messi and Ronaldo topping the all-time list of winners with 5 each. Reuters, Henry Romerick told we expect this pattern to be broken this year. Although Ronaldo-led Real Madrid have won the Champions League again, this time around it seemed more than ever like a collective work and allowed some other architects of the success to claim limelight. Sergio Ramos said Luka Modric had been Madrid's backbone over the last years. And the same Modric could now lead Croatia to the World Cup glory. With such accolades under his belt, speculating whether Modric can dethrone Ronaldo and Messi and finally bring back some excitement to the Ballon d'Or voting seems justified. Against the numbers statistically, Modric shouldn't stand a chance in the Ballon d'Or race. In history, 38 forwards have won the award compared to 17 midfielders only. It's down to the fact that a forward's efficiency can be quantified, making it much easier to appreciate their effort. Modric is the hard-working heart and brain of a team. The pass before the pass to open up space for forwards to shine. In other words, not a typical Ballon d'Or material as has been perceived in the last decade. The invisible maestro is balance between industry and finesse, however, makes Modric unique, a joy to watch even though he doesn't score or assists often. His phenomenon is that he makes the often overlooked game of holding midfielder visible and important. Reuters, Carlos Barria. Gradually, his impact on Real Madrid has become crystal clear in the last seasons and observers started noticing that everything good in Madrid's play might well finish with Ronaldo or Gareth Bale, but usually starts with Modric. He's eventually earned comparisons to the greatest ever, Andres Iniesta or Zinedine Zidane. The Cannavaro case that still doesn't seem enough to win the Ballon d'Or, though. However, Modric has upped the ante in Russia, showing both his quality and leadership during Croatia's World Cup campaign, which culminated during the Argentina thrashing Modric orchestrated, putting the marker down with his magnificent goal doubling Croatia's lead. He's already been known as one of the main architects behind Real Madrid's Champions League domination, but if he inspires Croatia to a World Cup win, he is not only a candidate for this year's Ballon d'Or, he is a contender. Reuters, Ivan Alvarado. As many as 47% of Ballon d'Or winners were a part of a World Cup winning team in years when Mundial took place, according to the BBC. Among them was Fabio Cannavaro in 2006, a Real Madrid defender, a position even less likely to win the prestigious award. Cannavaro won La Liga that year alongside Ronaldo, Ruud van Nistelrooy and Roberto Carlos. It was also the time when Thierry Henry's goals led Arsenal to a Champions League final. However, the World Cup glory following his immaculate performance in Germany, coupled with the league title, gave Cannavaro an edge in the Ballon d'Or voting, and he eventually pipped Henry and his countryman Gianluigi Buffon to the accolade. The Ballon d'Or formula is fairer now. The example of Cannavaro should reignite hopes of bringing the Ronaldo-Messi reign to an end this year should Modric lift the World Cup next week. Especially bearing in mind the ballot's outcome is now in the hands of international journalists once more, following the split between the France Football Award and the FIFA Best Men's Award 3 years ago. Between 2010 and 2015, in addition to the votes cast by journalists, the captains and coaches of national teams also took part in the Ballon d'Or voting. That meant the results could have been skewed due to strategic voting or lack of sympathy. Reuters, Ivan Alvarado. If votes cast only by journalists had counted, controversies would have been avoided in 2010 and 2013, as Wesley Sneijder and Frank Ribery respectively would have won the Ballon d'Or. Since then, there probably hasn't been a candidate worthier of the award than Modric if crowned in Russia. His victory would be a tribute to the robbed and the overlooked of the Messi-Ronaldo Ballon d'Or decade of dominance. Listen to the Real Sport Football Writers preview all the action ahead of the World Cup quarterfinals in Kremlin's in the basement. Real Sports Daily World Cup podcast. Want to share your opinion? Why not, right?